So we raised pre here, and we got 3-bet babes. Luca is Luca. Ten Man says, you can love the game of poker for hours and hours. In one hand, you'll never want to play poker again. I don't know. Even after I bust, I have a little bit compulsive sometimes in that I still like to come play. I'm sweating this a bit, you guys. I haven't had anything that really makes me super keen on folding. They can have ace king, maybe even like as good as ace king of spades or ace king as that. Connor says, I'll still check on the stream. You better. Why don't we have pocket sevens? Like, if we have the best hand here, I'm pretty happy to just check it back. Because, like, we don't want to put ourselves in a spot to get check raised. But if they ever have a set or bigger pairs, I feel sad. Frick. All right. I mean, I was really contemplating turning my hand into a bluff there, but short of just actually pulling the trigger and shoving, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I can get away with it, right? Because people tend to be pretty tied to hands like kings. Now sevens is definitely sevens in a set. There is what I could turn around and rep. I don't know. Do you guys find it in you to pull that trigger there? So they opened. I 3-bet. Hayroller called, but Hayroller has already showed us that he's happy to call with bad aces. So I think I might size a little bit higher right now. They could both have worse aces pretty easily here. Or not. Or not. I got Dan, and he's not very happy because he lost with kings. Unfortunately, let me show you how the hand played out. Unfortunately, we couldn't get value at the end. So they raised under the gun. We're deep. I feel like we can set mine. And, right, that's half pot. I think a call is fine. You know, despite the fact that we don't have the 5 of clubs, so that kind of makes one of our 5s a little bit dodgy. But we hit the other 5. He bets really big here, and I felt quite content to just continue. Just call and let, like, the river come, possibly pair the board and get lots of good value. Unfortunately, a very, very poor river card came rolling down, and he checked, and I figured I had to check back and just read him and weep kind of situation. We raised pre, and our German friend 3-bet us, and we just called. We just had aces in the 215. We stole the blinds. As played, we definitely call. We lose to aces and jacks. Wow. Well, how good are we doing staying in this tournament, you guys? Hey? How good? How good are we doing in the fact that we're still in that tournament? Oh, Anthony. How many blinds does Anthony have? 30. Okay, let's just call. All right. This seems Bordering on too good to be true, right? So we raised, got called, got called. Obviously, there are hands that put us into awkward positions, right? Like the board to go like, how about the 2 of hearts? 9 of spades doesn't really do a heck of a lot else. Still bet here. Charge them for their flush draws, and charge them with their ace jacks, ace queens, ace tens. No, let's charge full price. Maybe we should have let them bluff if they missed a flush draw. Were you coming in here to scare me?
I'm not. I'm coming to give you a hug and a kiss and a hug.
You were coming to give me a hug and a kiss and a what?
And a hug.
And a hug? So one
and
hug?
A hand.
Oh, and a hand. A hug.
And a kiss.
And a hand. Carrick likes to hold my hand. Are you going for sleepy time?
We are gonna collect my dinner after sleep.
I
want to make a chest.
You want to make a chest? Do you want to open a chest? What do you say, stream? Do you guys want to open a chest? I hope they say yes. Do you think they will say yes? Do you know?
I hope they will say no.
You hope they will say no, but then we will not open the chest.
I want to.
Well, but if they say no, should we open it? Okay, ready. You guys, here first. I'm a sucker for my kids. All right, open chest.
I will be in charge.
You will be in charge. Okay, just wait. We have to show everybody because it's on a different... You're sitting too low now. I cannot see you.
I don't want them.
Thanks, Apophis. Oh, you don't want them to see you. Okay, just wait, please. I'm playing very important hands right now.
Is there one coming today?
Is what coming today?
One. That is one. Right today.
I'll call check raises from this. I mean, we can be up against pocket pairs. This is a little scary for a pocket pair, but...
Why? Why is it a little scary? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Just wait.
I'll be in charge.
You are in charge, I know. Just 1 second, though.
What goes in this little thing? What goes in this little...
We raise pre here.
What goes in this little thing? What goes in this little thing?
That's how the chest gets filled. Once that goes to the top, that's when we get to open a chest. Okay, let's open it quick before Dad comes. Here you go.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Woo. Why wasn't the quiet one?
Wow, because we're having a quiet day. $10. Where's the main event ticket? Hey?
Now there's no more.
No more chests. I love you. Have a good sleep. I had a hug and a kiss and a hand.
I was almost out. You're good now.
Apophis! Thank you! It's not the first time we've had this flop when I've been involved. I actually really love it if he shoves, because if he shoves, then we're in a spot where everybody else has to declare, you know? Yeah, four-handed, somebody can have a 9, right? Hands like this. But I love it if he shoves, because he's the shortest stack, and just it just gives us a much better sense as to what's going on in the hand. So we open ace 10 off in late position. Folds. Small line calls. I was gonna see bet, and then I was like, nah, let's just rep whatever card comes on the turn, right? If it comes a 10, a jack, a queen, a king, or an ace, obviously those are going to be cards that are good for our range. And this board is just always susceptible for getting check raised. And they call. And then on the river, fortunately, we hit our 10. So now, what's the situation, right? What hands do they call us with that we beat? I mean, I guess if they get stubborn with a one-pair type hand, but they might fold, because if we bet turn and river, we rep a jack pretty strongly, unless they have a jack. And if they have a jack, they're not going to fold, blah, 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 blah. So I just check it back, and they these 3. That was the end of that excitement. So Gags only has 20 big blinds. So I'm just going to shove. Yeah? Sure. We just raised 2 hands ago with queens. And now we have queens again. Pretty straightforward situation here with Renrad. All right. I don't know why this 5K is being such a challenging tournament for us today. I mean, ultimately, right, we're doing a really nice job building up our stack, building up our stack, building up our stack. And we lost a flip. Okay, so we got knocked down. We built our stack back up, back up, back up. We get knocked down. We build it back up, back up. But you basically just build it so that you can fade these situations. Monkey Rush is the person that we doubled up when we had a flip. They hit that ace on the river on us. Do you recall? So they've just been hanging on to those chips for us. What's my highest buy-in? My highest buy-in tournaments that I played is a 10K. I played the main event a couple times. I played, well, obviously that 8 game. I have such a sick sense of humor. I just keep thinking, like, oh, maybe we'll see it again. No, let's not think like that. This is like maybe close to crying. Maybe we should just like make this a babushka instead of a hood. Okay. So I was faced with the decision there. Like, I was betting small, and I was thinking like, okay, they fold a lot, but how often do I rep a jack there? Not too often. So I'm saying I have queens, kings, or aces. Now, if he has ace king, which is what he showed us that he has a decision to make, right? His decision can be... well, can I ever rep ace jack? And how does he rep ace jack? And like, what if he shoves, right? If he shoves, it's hard for me to call. And I definitely would have given it some thought. And I think I just can't fold. I think I can. So what's our decisions here? Happy once we get past here, and we'll call shoves here for 15 big blinds. 4K bulk can make us feel a little uncomfortable. All right, it's a big moment. Like, we call. I was pretty sick there for a second, right? Like, I was like, well, maybe, can we fold? And I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to work it out in my brain. Like, can we fold? Should we fold? What? Fold ace 10. I think it's just a little too, brave. Brave? Stupid? I don't know. One or the other. I look like a witch sometimes with this hood. What happened pre? Just call? 007, check back the flop, and now is facing a bet from PH Polenta, who probably has Queen 10 or something. Does it matter if we shove or if we just go on? If we shove or 3-bet? What's our 3-bet to? 30? It's a no. I'm going to call Monkey Rush here. I think I'm deep enough to set mine, and just like the fact that we can really get a lot of those chips there. Samcat says, recommend taking photos before pulling out the skewers in case it's slippery between the layers and the outside parts. Maybe top the skewers with strawberries so they look cute. Samcat, you're hired. You're hired. That's a great idea. What's the line on the cake? Surviving to the party. Seems poor. So I'm not really going to try to take a even if it was checked to me, I don't think I'd take a bluffy line because PH Polenta, it's not Polenta, Pollens. It's probably his name, Pollens or something, is behind me with a stack that if they have any piece of it, they're going to go. 6. I don't know why I'm cheering for a 6 anyway. And I have really terrific news, you guys. We just got a new player at our table in the 5K. You might be familiar with him. And if you are, you might know, you might sub to a certain streamer who has some emotes that represent this player. I wonder, I don't know. Let me see. I can't remember who it is. But go ahead and spam those emotes if you have any idea who's it going to be. I'm not going to show you quite yet, but well, I know some of you are watching me live anyway, so. Oh yeah. I know some of you sub to this this streamer who has an emote. It's not the person at my table is not a streamer, but if they were, I would watch their stream. Did we just move tables? We didn't get they didn't give us a hand here. I like a lot of biceps because chainsaws are awesome. Man, so like this creates up some tension behind me. All right, you guys, I will out it. Oh, good, he's disconnected. We might win a pot against him. Woo, woo! We got a shot. We got a shot. We beat him! We beat the legendary giraffe! We have 1K giraffe chips. Wait till you see what we do with them. We just like have 26, 7 big blinds. Do we want to raise? Or just shove? Sally, bonne nuit. Please no spoil. Cross fingers for a 12-hour replay, which would make a deep run in the 5K. Yeah, I don't know when the 5K is going to end, but yeah. We hope so. I'm taking an opportunity to check back here so that we can hit cards that are good for us. I mean, there's certainly a lot of good cards for us, right? An 8, a jack. Jack being less so. A queen, a king, a club is decent. Definitely not really looking to find too many folds here. We opened 9s under the gun up here. I'll show you guys this hand. We've got 3-bet by LaCorde. And I feel like their 3-betting range isn't that great, but what do we do? So do you think they had a 6 then? If they just called? They did. They had 5-6. So they hit their dream river card, I guess. But it was their nightmare. It was their nightmare. Let me set the scene. They raise under the gun. We call. La Crew 87 also calls. The flop, they bet a pretty standard C-bet amount. We call, and they also call. The turn, they check, and I bet about a 1/3 pot. They min check raise me. I mean, my hand has to look like 5s, so they're strong. But I wonder, like, I don't understand what they have. Kings, maybe? A flush draw, maybe? Like, I'm hoping they had ace, king of hearts, ace, king of diamonds. That would be pretty spectacular in this exact situation. But, yeah. I'm somewhat sad I showed this hand. But, like, they can't have me beat. Otherwise, it's the ultimate slow roll, right? I mean, it's such an amazing spot if they have ace, 5, ace, jack. Ace king, like ace king of diamonds, ace king of hearts. We'll see. We also went a hand up here that went to showdown. Fortunately, Sphinx just never raised. Did I have 2-3? Did I have quads?
Yeah.
I had ace queen. Yeah. Pretty crazy, hey? I would love some what you think. Like, do you think he ever had kings?
I thought you had that. Like,
Well, like I blocked queens. God, when he'd min check raise me, I was like, because it's such a good turn card for me.
I thought you had that.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like my hand should look like 5s.
Like it looked like
5s
you,
or
it
3s.
looked like you like fold the pack of 5s.
That would. I mean, that's not impossible.
That's what I was thinking was happening.
Did I turn my hand into a bluff?
No one folds, but that's what it should.
But I mean, if he has 5s there, and I've shown that much strength, and my bet sizing was pretty nutted, is he afraid of queens full? And 3s? And aces. I mean.
Well, maybe you flat aces, probably not.
I don't flat aces. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I was trying to get value from a hand like Ace, king of diamonds, ace, king of clubs.
I mean, he might have had kings.
Kings is the other one. But like those are the three hands: ace, king of diamonds, ace, king of clubs, and kings that I thought he could have. But if he folded pocket fives, I'm a freaking genius. King seems realistic, but like, yeah, the min check raise.
Min check raise, that's weird.
The min, like why don't you just bet?
Or just check raise all in.
Yeah. Gosh, if he checks shoves, I don't know what happens here. Does he ever fold fives full there? Ever? So this is a lot of times. This is going to be a 7, possibly a 7 with a pair. So we announce that we have an over pair. And Rodrigo says, why didn't I just call and take the free turn? Get your 100% out in chat. Don't call me with 8 freaking... Well, call me with 8-5. What do I care? I was somewhat concerned that it could be 2 barrels. If we're being totally honest. I had a moment of concern. Is that Bill Perkins? Who are you talking about? Is who Bill Perkins? Trying to get value from like King Jack. Exactly, King Jack. King Queen. King anything, actually. I mean, maybe King 9, but... So here's the hand. Let's slow it down a bit. So he's under the gun +1 with 40 big blinds. 39. He makes a min raise. We call. Considered 3-betting. Considered just flatting. Flop comes 3-5-3. So he bets, like, is this exactly half pot? Right? Pretty close. And so I figure that this is not really his range of hands. He can still have 6s, 7s, 8s, like 6s through jacks that I'm going to be doing okay against if I happen to turn anything interesting. So I take a card, and the coup comes along and takes a card too. The Queen of Diamonds. Hi, Queen of Diamonds. Now Batman checks. So I figure I'm going to bet. And so I bet just like 40% pot here. And he check raises. He min check raises. And I sit there and I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, well, I'll call, right? There's good rivers for me. I mean, obviously a couple queens. A 3 is probably a good river for me. And we'll see. And we hit the ace. So then now I'm thinking, okay, well, what's his range? Can he have ace king? Can he have ace king of hearts, ace king of diamonds, pocket kings? How are we doing? The rest was history. Jorrit van Hoof. He's a Dutch world-class player. He's kind of been a little bit aggressive with me, and I'm not appreciating it. But he just made a pretty sizey raise pre-flop, and we just called out of the big lines with 7s. And I was digging the flop. The turn a little bit less so. Doc, you still missed it. Doc, it's Giraffe Ganger 7 that I would watch. I would watch his stream if he streamed. And Ferg says, think shove is the only reasonable action on that river. I guess I could talk now. I actually, in fairness, I didn't really say that much. So, I guess we can talk now. Sorry, guys. Why is my mouse being all screwy? Oh, dear. I just basically I perfectly pronounced Abgates to Choco. And I said, I'm just looking around the lobby, seeing who's still in, who's doing what. Kid Carter says she's not muted. You need to listen louder. Keeping it real, I wonder if they're feeling sad at all. Every time they've opened, they've gotten 3-bet. Bang 3-bet him. Bang limped the last time and draft 3-bet him, and now again. He definitely seems to not fold to 3-bets though, so you kind of still have to wake up and produce a hand. This time he says, no mas. No mas, giraffe. Just like 8s. Something like it. So aggressive. Dark Rock says, don't dye your hair black. It actually suits me. But the gray comes in so fast. So fast. American 2050 says, doesn't it end level 22? The 215 ends when level 29 is reached. And the 5K ends when level 23 is reached. Yeah, but we're level 16 because the levels go way longer. They're half an hour levels. How's your heart rate? My name ain't Earl. Says I showed up and the cleaner's at your table. I'm sorry. Jorit Van Hoof. I know. I was already like, what? Get him out of here. All right, go S. Don't you dare. What is going on in this tournament? What is going on in this tournament? God, we're working so freaking hard. I feel like I have to, like, we're going to go back and look at this tournament and be like, I ran kings into aces, jacks into kings. Queens lost to jacks when I flopped a set of queens and they flopped a set of jacks and they made quads. What is going on? Bye-bye. Thanks. Yeah, I went all in pre-flop. I don't have a even.
Yeah,
I know. down. Yeah, show. We're gonna fold towards here.
On the same table.
Yeah, right now. He just got there. Yeah, we got all in pre-flop. He's got 23 big blinds. Or 22 he had. How does that happen?
It's gonna be a good story.
Oh, it is. It's gonna be the best story. I mean, obviously the flop is a nightmare. We go from being 50-50, but we're still not even, like, they still have to find another heart. There's only 9 cards to help them. You guys could hear Carrick saying, why did you lose queens to queens? I know, right? Matt W says Doom switches on. Nah. It's pretty astonishing, though. I could check back here, but I feel like just getting the pot here is fine. I could check back, but there's lots of dangerous cards, right? Clubs are dangerous. Straight cards are dangerous. And I don't know. It might be just prudent to, you know, like a show horse, get over the hurdle a couple times before we worry about anything. There's that vixen, the Queen of Hearts. Please, 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 please tell me. What did I do? Oh, see, the mindset is faltering now. It's really starting to falter. Because, like, when you ask questions like, what did I do? I did nothing. I did everything right. I did everything right. Everything. Ça me fait mal un peu. Mais je ne sais plus quoi faire. Good Earring says, I thought PokerStars only tested me. Yeah, right? Thanks, Frosty. Frosty says, Lex just busted Ace King less than Jacks. So I'm just going to extend Yurosov some rope here. They have us out chipped. We are on the exact bubble. There's 3 people to go to the money. Chloe says, damn, Talon looks like she's going to cry. It was close. It was very, very close. Too close. Too close for my liking, Cool Viet. Thanks, Mr. Willy Wonka. Are we there? Muxie Collins says, why so glum? Just tuned in. Oh God, Muxie. Oh God, you don't want to know. So we have 22 bigs. We'll just take a shove here. Oh my God. Do we open up the chat and watch the Team Pro Run Good chat? Does he care? Does he care? This name just trips me out. I can't handle it. Even because it's the capital R and then it's my last name. Like, take away the SH and it's my last name. It trips me out, you guys. All right. Like, once it goes past everybody, our path is really easy. We call an all-in shove here. We have the Ace of Diamonds. We have overcards. He's only got a straight draw. We're coin flipping, though. Blue one. I can't look at his street name. It really messes with me. So in position here, we can defend pretty prudently, right? Respect. Should we show one card? Respect for the queen. Where is Deborah? Then you were the king. The big blind, it's easy enough to call this, but we will go ahead and fold. Especially as he announces, without really need for any reason, that he folded king high to us there. Jeff Jam says red solo cup. Put it over the mic when you mute it. You'll never forget to unmute it again. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's a good idea, actually. So we're probably going to come in for something called a 3-bet here with the Cowboys. Let's just tap it up to 43. American says somebody can do lip reading. All in, poker fan. All in. Stop raising me. Sorry, you guys. But I have to tell you the truth. You missed a lot of Kian crying and fussing around a little bit. But mostly I just was talking about how he just turned 1. He's 1 in 2 days. I was thinking back of how WCOOP was last year. And PokerStars told me that if I went into labor during a WCOOP that Ryan couldn't take over. And that I either had to play or just not play at all. This might be too good to pass up, you guys. I mean, this is like a squeeze spot, but like we're ahead. And PokerFan has opened. Oh man, we're doing this. PokerFan has opened 8-9 suited. This is our spot. This is a great spot with like look how fast he's like. Just kidding. We might get looked up, but this is a great spot.
I'm spitting at this.
Please don't spit. Eric, please don't. American wants me to teach you some Spanish. Can you say anything in Spanish? Say hola. Yes, you can. You say gracias. You say me llamo Carrick. You say. Say it again. Me llamo Carrick. No. Sí. Esto es tu llamo. ¿Ah? Me llamo Carrick. Sí.
B-E-T-E-R. What does that spin? Well,
Deeper, I don't mind calling. I think shoving is going to be fine here for the most part.
can I spin the wheel?
Maybe. If the board comes 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Hey, don't knock the soup, please. We should be good as long as he doesn't have ace jack. All right, so yeah, we've doubled up in 2 hands. What are we supposed to do with ace 10 here now? Like, this is bad, right? We have the worst hand in our range. In our okay, I'm gonna fold. I mean, that might be just horrendous, but can we really open? Like, if we open again, they're gonna believe we have 3 hands in a row, and this exact. Okay, Carrick, no more. Leave it.
Why?
Because it's too loud. And this exact hand, I can't do anything. And Rodrigo defense is blind. I don't use a HUD because I find that it sometimes disconnects me from my game. And I find that I think I have a better kind of sense of where things are at if I just play. Mixed games, the HUDs aren't as good anyway, and some of them, they don't even work for anything. A Truman Show says, if you busted a stack a couple of times a day, would you recommend hopping off for the day? Yeah, I mean, or do something else, right? Like, do something like, I'm going to call here, I think. He's got 20 big blinds. Don't call. Oh, no. Carrick says don't call. Yeah, we're going to call.
Another chest now.
You want to open another chest? Well, we can't for a while. We have a free roll. Oh, my gosh. How is it that ace? Wrong ace, PokerStars.
That's not. queen.
How many blinds do we have? So we have exactly 25. 25 and a half. 25 and a third. Quarter? Something like that. I'm gonna try to give them the opportunity to bluff. I think if they had an ace, they re-raised me. Papa says, that's using your noodle carrot. So what hands are beating me? Aces. There's not really, I mean, and king 10. A rogue king 10. I agree, Doozy. Doozy says this guy's going to tilt call off light at some point. So what do you think he has? Queen 10? Queen 9? Jack 10 maybe? I consistently overestimate people. 6, 7. Wait. So he thinks I have 9, 10 maybe, and I'm betting, I guess? Excellent. Excellent. Oh, nice stack here. Going forward. Oh, of note, the last hand we just raised, this person called and Azizi did 3 bets and put us into a really uncomfortable situation that we did not very much appreciate. Anybody thinking of a card? Alright, so apparently everybody was like, yeah, that's the flop. That's the flop I was looking for, guys. That's the flop. That's the one. So now, I guess we have to check? I don't know. If we had ace, queen, and spades, we could do something. But do we think we can get king, jack, or even jack? Well, not jack 10. King, jack. I don't know. I don't think we can get folds here. So I'm going to give up. J-Dog says that call is almost disrespectful. Almost. All right, we're back down to 20 bigs. 20 bigs. What can we do? Remark says, I have bad stats in my head, but that was all from when I was learning. Now I'm a decent player. Can I use these stats to fool my opponents? No, because they don't. Only you see the stats from your HUDs. So nobody else gets to see it. What? What? I mean, we haven't shown down any awful hands. We're not about to. Ace 5 suited is like very much the bottom of my shoving range here. Okay, we get away with it. Whew. How many blinds do we have? 18. Do we call queen 9 offsuit? Do we shove queen 9 offsuit? Thanks for the good luck wishes, Galette. Had he shoved, I was gonna. Had he raised, I was gonna shove. All right. Had he shoved, I was calling. You guys. I was looking at the Nash charts. It's lame. Totally lame. All right, 663. Lame. Worst. Queen 9 off is it profits half a big blind for our exact stats. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and thank you guys all so much for the support during WCOOP. It's been great. The subs, the resubs, the bits, the donos, the messages of support, everything. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. Where's that ending scene? There.